Which is like today was huge. Today is Tuesday All-Star.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys,
I'm West,
this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement. From the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA.
I'm not keeping that.
I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Jokic is out there with James. And it's Durant. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Curry in at the point guard.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks.
Get that out of
so
here.
Much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Curry. Got that bucket in no time at all. Curry's got 5.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. West All-Stars off to a quick start here. It's a 3-point game. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Here's Durant. Jokic trying to free himself up. Rebounded by Tatum.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Now the West with the ball. They lead by 4. Curry with the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. It's a tall order, all of it. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Oh,
now,
yeah,
Brunson, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Curry with it. Outguarded by Tatum. Curry shot is off.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Towns, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Giannis passes to Brunson. Shoots over Curry. Brunson with another miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Brown is checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Garland in for Jalen Brunson. The West also making some changes. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for LeBron. Edwards comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Curry. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still scoreless.
And he had a good look. And Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Pass to Mitchell. the shot no good, a bit short.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
From deep, Gilgeous Alexander scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Ring music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
And another miss by the East.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Jackson kicks to Gilgeous Alexander.
Oh,
goes inside.
my
Towns
God.
on him, and he can't jam it through. Brown wide open. He fired. Kept alive. It's out to Garland. And here's Giannis from outside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Giannis has got 7 points. The West leading by 4. On the wing, Jackson. And the West hit again from deep.
Really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Garland is doubled, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for Towns. Pascal Siakam comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Mitchell.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
There's Garland. West All-Stars with the rebound. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jokic passes to Harden. From downtown, and the West hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Jaylen Brown on locks, bro.
Now Brown, still yet to score.
Jaylen Brown on locks, bro.
1 second left, and Mobley throws it down.
That's a
We're backing all the way here.
throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And so it's the West All-Stars holding on to an 8-point lead, heading. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that All-Star action never disappoints.
We're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama's out there with Davis. Then there's Anthony. And it's Harden in at the 2.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Then for the West All-Stars, Jackson comes in for Anthony Davis. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for James Harden.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
The flush by Tatum.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
He did not. Oh, he gets All-Star? No, no. That's good. Put Austin last one. Really great. Go split. Okay. I don't know. Who hasn't been in yet? They all been in.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. LeBron's checked in for Jackson. Şengün comes in for Kevin Durant. Williams, he's checked in for Edwards. And Curry subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Brown against LeBron. Pass to Wembanyama. It's stolen by Brown. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Mobley misses. The West leading by 8.
Oh my
the
God.
confidence from Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Tatum against James. Garland kicks to Brunson. To the paint. Here's Mobley. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Mobley's got his second bucket.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
Curry can't get it to go. The East trail by 8. It's stolen by Curry. Floats it up for Curry. And Tatum pulls it down.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Oh, nice pass there. Garland with the great vision.
James, the pass to Williams. Lets it go with the 3. From range, LeBron is good.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the East. Mitchell comes in for Garland. Davis is checked in for the West. Knocked loose.
Look at that, boy.
James with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. What's happening? He's wide.
Oh, good with the triple.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happens.
Williams from outside drills the three-pointer. And the West leads by 10.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them.
Get that out of here.
LeBron with the block.
It's a part of his game that LeBron takes a lot of pride in. Shot blocking and defending. He's no slouch at that end of the floor.
Yeah. Plop, 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 plop.
Oh, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Catching up on the changes for the East.
Mo got hurt in the
Mobley, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Garland in for Jalen Brunson. The West leading by 11. Curry passes to LeBron. Puts up a 3. It's holding by the East.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw tonight.
So good at getting his team involved. Garland has become a difference maker.
Here are the East All-Stars. Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Davis. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the West All-Stars.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So the West ends up going with the new group.
And, you know, fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Garland, no good. And so Harden will bring it up for the West. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Took him no time at all on that one. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Steps back and shoots. Tatum, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
For three, Edwards. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Yeah. Edwards got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the West All-Stars. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. It's good from the top of the key.
Their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Tatum kicks to Garland. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for Darius Garland.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
For three, Edwards. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the West. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break.
LeBron James. My team will give everyone a chance to score.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
The West leading by 11, and now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Jaylen Brown. David?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the East All-Stars. I was just told that he did break some ribs, and as you can imagine, this is a very painful and annoying injury. At such an early point of the season, it's a tough time to lose him. It's disappointing for everyone. Guys?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Jalen Brunson out there. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Tatum in at the three. It's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. And it's James missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Stolen by Jackson.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
You know, great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
Now, hold on. No, what? That's a clean photo, I'm not even lying. I'm taking a picture. Okay.
Here's LeBron. 6 points for him. Outside Jackson from past the arc. It's hauled in by the East. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Just over a minute and a half play here in the third.
Just 1 for 4 from the field. Not the way they wanted to start the second half.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the West All-Stars have possession. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Curry kicks to Davis. Takes a 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Davis. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
Good on the second free throw.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Şengün from outside off the mark. The East trail by 12. Here's Tatum, tipped away and stolen by Williams. Fast break, here comes the West. Şengün passes to Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Brunson against Curry. Here's Antetokounmpo, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
When you look at the length of Antetokounmpo, it really makes it hard for defenders. As a matter of fact, most of the time, they have no chance to deal with it.
He hits the second from the line. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
Brunson with a clean look. A 3-pointer, no good. The West leading by 16. Davis finds Şengün. Outside for Curry. Over Tatum. That one a Tatum to the right, but drops in for him. Curry's got 12.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Brunson missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Again, Şengün missing.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
The shot's good.
And really, this has been an MVP caliber performance. Guys, he's been terrific.
Yeah, he has been. It's going to be a very easy job for the voters this year.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shots.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Garland, he's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. LeBron comes in for Wembanyama. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Williams. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Şengün. Edwards comes in for Jokic. And it's James Harden in for Stephen Curry. Towns kicks to Garland. Giannis high post. Davis is on. Offensive rebound. Mitchell passes to Brunson. Tries again. Great D that time from Davis.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this week. Man.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So it'll be James Harden shooting. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. And the East with some changes. Mobley comes in for Towns, and it's Cunningham in for Donovan Mitchell.
Harden's a guy who really had an old man's game back when he was a young man. It worked then, and it certainly is working now.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Harden the pass to James. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Nice work on the floater there. James has added that over the years and knows exactly when he needs to use it. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Hey, come on. I haven't seen this guy whole game.
It's Edwards on the wing. For the 3. And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
That one falls. Edwards got 13 points.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting a rock every time.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harden against Brunson. Lets it go.
Get that out of here, boy.
You don't know exactly where Davis
is. I'm clipping that.
He's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took it.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the West All-Stars opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Edwards. Durant is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Harden, and it's Jokic in at the 5. Siakam, the bounce pass. Basket counts. 15 points for Darius Garland.
And Garland is doing whatever he wants on offense, looking absolutely dominant.
And here's KD for 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Siakam. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Siakam's got his first basket of the night.
And This is what separates Siakam from other guys his size, the ball handling, and that ability to stop and pop.
Was not her.
Here's Tatum. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Edwards passes to Wembanyama. Again, the West All-Star.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
A leaner. Tatum no good. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Towns is checked in for the East. And the West All-Stars with possession. Williams outside, drops in the tray.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the
Get
stretch
that out of here,
sometimes.
bro. That too.
Letting it fly.
Curry looking around.
Hey,
this
spot.
one for 3. And the West hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving
God.
them no shot.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
That was weird. That was
So
wild.
Garland will
I
bring
finally
it
got
up
my
for the
eyes.
East All-Stars. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Mobley, a screen on Williams. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
To stop the run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, it doesn't feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the East. Jalen Brunson comes in for Garland. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
Hey, bro.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jalen Williams.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think
Where
it
is he
was
playing right
possible to
now?
have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck,
Oh my God.
a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And the tradition and honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue we had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it. Williams from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 4 assists
I
now
was gonna
tonight.
say Jalen Williams did pretty good. Or Curry.
And here's
Or
Young.
LeBron. Or Indiana. I saw people.
Knocks
Oh
it
my
off the
God.
glass.
Get that out of here, bro. You're getting clipped.
Wow. They recover it. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. The 3 from Tatum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Şengün finds Davis. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. Pass to Tatum. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Şengün. Wembanyama comes in for Anthony Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Williams. And Stephen Curry subbed in for James Harden. That one drops for him.
This is what puts KD in elite company. He's so good at catch and shoot.
Brunson kicks to Towns. The 10-footer. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
That's it. I'm pulling up my hair.
Deep three-point territory. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Towns. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time, and he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the East. Out to Brunson. Second chance shot. West All-Stars with the rebound.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Curry fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
That free throw missing.
Jalen Brunson taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
James fires from way outside, and Tatum pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
But that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
James, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's LeBron from outside the arc. Misses there. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
Thank you guys for watching. Jalen Williams MVP. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.